What is going on, you guys? Happy Friday and welcome back to Black Entertainment. Thanks for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. But what I got for you guys today is a very solid gameplay for you guys. It is 110 to 10 gameplay on a little bit of ground war domination using the PDW with a silencer and fast mag. And the whole reason this whole game happened, the whole reason that I started this game off so good and was able to get an orbital so quick, which led me to get my lodestar and my swarm, which led me to get the 100+, is the first move you seen on screen right when I started this video. And that is right when I started the game. I headed to B flag and I ended up getting the flag, killing an enemy. And if you guys are unaware, if you do kill an enemy while capturing either a neutral flag or an enemy flag, if you kill an enemy when you are on that, you get 200 points a kill or 200 XP a kill, which led me to get the orbital super quick, because you can see I got B flag 200 points, I killed somebody on B flag, another 200 points, and then I got a triple kill by defending the B flag, which got me, I believe, like 125 points per kill when doing that also. So I just racked up a ton of points at the beginning of this game on Yemen, and that is kind of what led me to get this solid just start to this game. If you can get a start, I mean, if you could start the game off with such a solid move, with such a solid play to help your team out and benefit you also, you're going to have a very good game. So as you can see, right when I called the orbital, I decided to rush back to C flag, because that's where their spawn is. All my teammates, except for like one guy, are still back at the A flag, are still kind of behind B flag. So I had the spawns good, I had the spawns really good for myself, and then my teammate came over, kind of flipped the spawns a little bit, but this also allowed me to pick up the flag, get a lodestar, which I wasn't paying much attention. I overlapped my lodestars, so I ended up losing a lodestar in the process, which is definitely a bummer, because that probably could have led me to get another 10, 15, even possibly 20 more kills, which would have made for a higher scoring gameplay. But I decided to hurry up and jump in the lodestar right when I realized how fast I was cycling through these kill streaks, because I did not want to overlap a swarm, because that's definitely not something you want to do, because a swarm is ridiculous in this game, and a swarm will get you these easy kills, easy 20, 30 kills, so you don't want to overlap the swarm. It's going to definitely cut out your gameplay. But as I said, you guys, now I'm back in their spawn. We have them triple caps. We have teammates kind of all scattered out, but it's okay because we do have the orbital up in the air. I can pinpoint the enemies and kind of give me a minute to recuperate, get my things together, find out where the enemies are, and kind of wait to the enemies who are kind of alone in these little awkward situations where there's an enemy on this side of the map and an enemy kind of away from his teammates over here. If you could pick those enemies off, kind of take them out, they'll start spawning with their teammates. That way they'll kind of be grouped up again, and then you'll know exactly where all the enemies are. That way when the orbital is not up, you kind of know. I mean, except for a couple people here and there, but for the most part, you'll know where the majority of the enemy players are, and this will help you back recuperate, start to know where the enemies are, and help you get these higher kill streaks. But as you can see here, I'm still going through a tear through these guys. I ended up getting flashbang right here, and I kind of panicked a little bit because I was all alone back here, and a head glitcher behind a car ended up taking me out. Gotta love them head glitchers. I mean, he ended up killing me and kind of screwed me over, ended my streak right there. I was going for another orbital lodestar swarm loadout, which would have been absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if I wasn't for that death right there, I could have possibly got a flawless game, 100+ flawless. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I ended up dying, and this is later on in the game, the second round, where I picked up. I decided to go for B because I realized that we lost the B flag, and I gotta go for the win. We gotta get the win, but I also wanted to get the 200 point XP for the B flag, since it is such a boost to help you get your score streaks. And as you can see, again, I killed somebody on the B flag, which gave me another 200 points, another 200 XP for that kill. So things like this, you guys, if maybe you're struggling on domination, try to go for these things. A great move is right off the start of the round. If you run over, throw a smoke on the B flag and get your foot on the B flag for your capturing it, and then throw a C4 to where the enemies could possibly coming from, if you could get that 200 capture point kill, I mean 200 capture points for capturing the flag, and then throw a C4 and say get 3 people with the C4, that's another 600 points right off the bat. So you'll start out with this 800 XP, which will lead you very close to your orbital, I mean right off the bat, and it'll set you up for the rest of the game. Because if you get an orbital that quick, that fast in the start of the round, it's a motivation boost not only for yourself but for your teammates, because that way if maybe your teammates are running UAVs, if they are maybe less skilled, this helps you out. UAVs are very, very beneficial, because if you don't have an orbital up and you're working for an orbital, it's always nice to have a UAV up in the air. That way you kind of know where the enemies are spawning, kind of where the majority of them are. I mean, I know there's people that run Ghost, which can get you killed, because that can tend to make the UAV a little bit misleading, but for the most part, UAVs are very, very solid, and it's always nice when you have an orbital and your teammates are maybe helping you out with UAVs, or if you're very lucky to have another solid player on your team who can call it another orbital for you, which I wasn't lucky enough for that to happen this game. I was the only guy running orbital, and I was running solo, so I was kind of going out there all by myself, but it ended up benefiting me in the end. I ended up going 110-10 in domination on Yemen, which is a very solid gameplay. I was very proud of it, and I thought you guys would love it. That's why I kind of made a longer commentary for you guys, kind of breaking it down a little bit. And yeah, so if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If we could hit 100 likes on this gameplay, I'd be very, very happy with that. And thanks again, you guys, for tuning in. Once again, happy Friday. Enjoy your guys' weekend, and yeah, you guys have a great one.